looks weird that I have like the chair right next to me while I'm doing this, but that's because when the mic is on the table and the table shakes because I'm fucking around in chat, then the shit doesn't work. So welcome to the Memechel Jackson Show. We are live. Steph and Priscilla in the building. Steph, what the fuck is James doing? Oh, first in the chat, first. Every time. Suckers.
Okay, what is that? What is that about?
What is what about?
The first.
I want to be the first person to comment in the chat. Duh.
No, I know.
Come on.
I mean,
Come on, guy.
The last couple of shows where I'm like, what is this new thing you're doing?
Yeah, I just, it feels good to be first. So I want to, I'm trying to make sure people know that I was first. I know that it's stupid, but it's just what I got to do. Hold on a second.
No, because I'm gonna try to beat you now. So
yeah.
Clearly, break 5.
Yo, good luck beating me, sucker. All right, yo, can you hear the song playing? What's the song that's playing right now? Is it get some crunk in your system? The old school?
Oh, you know what? I'm flipping.
Hold on, I gotta. Hey, Holly, would you do me a favor? Will you just, don't have to close it all the way, but will you just perfect? Thank you. All right, perfect. Yo, shout out to everybody that's listening, tuning in. Sorry if there's glare, but I'm wearing my glasses tonight because my old ass needs to wear these. Not wearing them has been giving me a headache. Headaches cause me pain, and I don't have time for that shit. Yo, who's up in here? You know what's crazy? This is our first Sunday show, and I'm glad that we're doing Sunday shows, but I also want to make Sundays where we're not just doing like all these current events and articles. This is just going to be lazy Sunday. We're just chilling, telling stories. Ladies, you have stories ready, right? What's the deal?
Wait, I mean, what?
I said, y'all have some stories ready for the people?
I mean, are there topics or just anything?
Nah, like, so Steph, I mean, we want to.
Like this one time at band camp? Like,
yeah. I mean, listen, I know you're in the Italian mob and all that type of stuff. You got to have some crazy stories, shit.
Oh my God. What did I hear about all this? Look, I'm not in nothing. I'm not in nothing.
Bro, she's in the mob, bro. Yeah. Italian mob. Okay, we got one more song that's about to play.
What song is playing right now? Because I think we can hear it right now.
It should have been an old ass Lil Jon, the East Side Boys record. Get some crunk in your system. And then the song it should be playing next is gonna be Hate feature Jay-Z featuring Kanye West.
Yeah, we're good.
Trying to get the volume on the speaker to turn up. All right, so after this song, I'm gonna intro the show. We're kind of just winging it. Like I said, first Sunday show. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in. Is the glare on my glasses stupid, annoying? Steph or Priscilla, are y'all watching this shit?
No, it doesn't look annoying. Yeah. I mean, there's a glare, but it's not stupid.
You're a glare.
Like, I mean, it's just.
I'm over it. We don't want the glare on there, but now I just gotta squint. Steph, we need to check with your friend who also has the YouTube channel. We need to get her on the show. What's her deal? Why she don't want to come on the show, man?
Oh, stubbornness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's legit. Just from like the couple comments I read from her.
Have you gone to her page?
No, I haven't.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Also, speaking of going to pages, everybody who's listening, who's going to listen to this, be sure to visit tribetalks.com. And I want to say that they're still doing the special promotion where if you use promo code TRACKTALK, you can get 20% off your order. Steph, did you get your bundle yet?
No, but also I haven't checked my mail.
Fam, you are slipping. The bundle could be in there.
How you're the same person. I do not check my mail on the regular like that.
No.
Most Americans don't.
No, I just don't.
We got about 30 seconds. Listen, I don't check the mail either.
I was worried about my little, everybody's like, oh, you need $1,000 your taxes. I mean, not that, I'm the Catholic tax, but they're saying that, it's going off 2018 tax return, not this one.
What's going off 2018 tax returns?
Yeah.
Like whether you get a check from 45 or not? Is that what y'all talking about? Man, I ain't taking that janky ass check. Man, let me intro the show real quick. Hey, what's crack-a-lacking, bitches? It's your man, Memechel Jackson. Thank you for tuning in live on Track Talk Radio to the Memechel Jackson Show. Sherry, big shout out to you for adding me to the Sunday rotation. Listen, I know I'm annoying as hell on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and now I'm finna annoy your ass on Sundays too. Boy, ladies, and when I say ladies, I'm talking about Steph and Priscilla. They're also on air with me. We don't have anything queued up for the show. We're just telling stories tonight and hanging out. And if you're listening live on Track Talk, you're going to hear a lot of music. You was just listening to Get Some Crunk in Your System by Eastside Boys and Lil Jon. And then what was the next record? Jay-Z featuring Kanye West, Hate. We'll have some other good records. It looks like we got a whole rap rotation for the first 15 songs, maybe. Oh, no, that's not true. We got Day 26 coming in Since You've Been Gone. That's probably the only R&B record you might hear tonight. Oh, we got Destiny's Child Say My Name on here? Okay, this shit is lit. Who's DJing? All right. Steph, we got an ETA on James. What's the deal? Hello?
Let me check. Yeah, sorry. Let me check here.
Priscilla, what have you been doing all day? Tell us about your life in quarantine. How is that going?
My life, I am like writing hash marks on my wall, like that's. No, I actually got a chance to get out and have some champagne in my pool, so
okay,
life is a little bit easier.
Yo, Priscilla's out in Las Vegas. What'd you say?
Oh my god, that looked amazing. By the way, I saw her post.
Oh yeah. Priscilla's out in Vegas, living it up by the pool, sipping champagne, while everybody else is preparing for the next World War. So shout out to you, man. You're just enjoying the life of quarantine by the pool.
I'm trying. I'm cooped up with my 2 children.
Yeah, I mean, you are still cooped up with kids, which, that's not always the easiest, because kids they need to get their energy out and they run around acting crazy. But that's what they do.
My kids just be screaming all day long, fighting with each other. They're over it too. They're like, I was really thinking about starting like a child WWE in my living room and just letting them go to town.
Just put tons of pillows everywhere.
Listen, if anyone's listening to this show and they work for CPS, we do not condone violence against or with children. She is joking. But if you get that set up, I got 10 on anybody's son. So let's try to get this money. I don't think that's a bad idea. A little WWE, like neighborhood stuff. Like, are you gonna have all the kids come through and like scrap up, throw hands and all that?
Well, that sounds like asking for some Rona, but
yeah, that's true. But at the same time, if it's 10 or less people, you should be good. That's what they say. And if y'all just keep 6 feet, so y'all stand 6 feet back and let 2 people, rumble, and then in between rounds, just spray them down with Lysol.
We're about to be fighting for our lives up in this.
Yo, you can't say stuff like that to me. Y'all know I'm scared out here, man. Listen, if we end up having like some sort of like zombie apocalypse, bro, I won't make it. It's a guarantee. I won't make it.
So why did I join somebody's live? Like it popped up that they were on live on Instagram, right? And they're in Cali. They were like, we don't even want you on our live right now because you're from Seattle. They're like, because you're from Seattle. And we're not trying to do that.
They said that to you. They didn't want you on the live stream because they think you have coronavirus.
They were just trying to be funny. Like they were like, they were talking about like what everybody's doing over the quarantine, and they're like, why does Seattle have it so bad? That's like dead don't know that they're alive. You guys just have it.
People are really afraid.
Yeah, like, they were like, we don't even want you in the live. Like, now we're gonna get like trying to be funny. Like, because I'm in the live, they're all
now you're gonna infect them through the internet.
Yo, you know,
I still have Washington plates on my car, and when I tell you, like, people see my plates and they're like,
are they cussing you out?
They're like, why did you come here to try to escape?
Pretty much, yeah. They're like, it's like a lynch mob out there. I was waiting for like the big force and shit.
You know, when I was out at the stores yesterday, I almost had to kick some dude's ass because these people are out here acting crazy. I know, Priscilla. I know I told you about this. I almost ran the dude over because you got people that's really out here like walking down the middle of the street, like, you know, like they're prepared, like it's the freaking Warriors or something like that. And they're getting prepared for battle. And Buddy was like walking with his chest all out. And I'm like, fam, I almost hit you with the car. Like, why are you trying to like add on to everybody's problems by pretending to be tough? So I'm worried about some of these people out here because you know some videos are going to start popping up of people just getting their asses whooped for trying to be tough guys during a time of panic. It's crazy.
Yeah, I had some guy, like, he, like, blocked me into some area of the car. People are just getting ticked the fuck off for no reason. Like,
yeah, that shit is
stupid.
stupid.
He stared me down. Like, really, like, I drove past him and he just, like, eyed me. It was, like, slow motion for, like, 30 seconds.
Why?
Because, so I was coming out of the Starbucks drive-thru because, you know, my girl got to get her Starbucks. Look, I got
You're still taking trips to Starbucks? You're the reason the curve is not flattening out. How do you feel now?
It's grab and go only. You just go through the drive-thru. It's fine.
Yeah, no.
But, so I, like, pulled out the way that it is, like,
that's what he said.
Of the Starbucks drive-thru is, like, empties out right into a parking lot. So I went to the right, and he was just sitting his ass in the middle of the parking lot. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go around you. Well, he got mad because he forced me to go around him and then did not have enough room to proceed past me.
God, what a fucking idiot.
I sat here and waited for like a good 20 seconds to see what the hell you were doing. And he just like I swear, if I would have rolled down my window, he probably would have cussed me out.
See,
that happened to me the other day. It was kind of my fault though. I forgot.
It was kind of your fault. So that means it was all your fault, right?
Well, I forgot. So I put my blinker on like the very last second.
Yep, definitely your fault.
So he was like waiting and got mad at me because I didn't put my blinker on until essentially like as it was turning. So he got mad and so I proceeded to flip a U-turn and followed him over to Safeway parking lot and waited until he got out the car because I wasn't gonna, I don't know what he has in the car. I waited till he got out the car and he was walking up to the store and I went off on him.
Damn, look, Steph, you're gonna end up getting stabbed out in these streets, fam. You gotta chill.
I was driving. I could run him over if he tried to come at me.
Listen, ladies, if you're listening, don't try to confront grown men during a crisis.
He's not going to do that. No, he needs to know you don't. Listen, I understand we're in Buckley or Boarding or whatever. I'm not from here. You don't think that you can just roll up on me and cut me down and get away with it.
Yo, Steph's in here turning up. So I'm not from here, nigga. What's up? What's up with it? You don't know me, dog. It's lit. That's stupid funny.
I feel it though.
Yeah. People are angry.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my track record is somewhat well documented, just in the sense where people know I make bad decisions and I'm not afraid to approach people. But even I have kind of been like, let me tone it down because I don't want to get stabbed at Fred Meyer. I just don't. But then at the same time, there are people who are really crossing a line because they're stressed and they think that it's like appropriate. I pray for your safety if you get out of line with me while we're at the grocery store in the coming weeks.
Well, he did call me, and I can cuss on here. Yeah. He called me. Look, I'm all like, can I cuss?
I know, right?
Yeah, you can cuss on here. Fuck this. Damn, he said what? Say that again. I want everybody to hear it.
You should have ran.
You stupid fucking cunt ass bitch.
Yo.
That's your bitch.
Yo. That's old school.
People just go around acting reckless like somebody's not gonna do something.
Yeah, especially a female. But I was honest because I really just wanted to be like, look, I got full coverage. I can just ram your little.
Fam said I got full coverage. I could run you over. Steph, did you ever see that video that was on my IG where it's me like spazzing out after the guy pulled the gun on me?
No.
Yo.
I think that's what that on you.
Oh, Priscilla. I don't think Priscilla ever heard about this. I've already told this story on the air. I'm just gonna keep it short and simple. Some dude was acting stupid, called me the N-word while we was driving, tried to run me off the road, almost got me killed, and then we both stopped at a light. And then I did think about it. I'm not completely stupid. I thought about it, and I still decided to get out. When he saw me walking up to the car, he went to roll the window up, and it was one of those crank ones, and it wasn't going very quick. I smacked the window to try to break the window out. And when I got face to face with him, the dude panicked and he pulled a gun on me. And he probably was like, if you're watching the video right now, he probably was about this close away from my face with the gun. And I politely, no, not politely, I screamed at him because I'm an idiot. I said, do that shit. And he didn't do anything. I stood there for a second and I said, that's what I fucking thought. And then I walked back to the car. And then when I got in the car, because my Snapchat was like already open or whatever, I just quickly tried to record like his license plate or whatever. And so I got that. But then while I was recording it, I just forgot that I was like on. No, I didn't forget. I just started spazzing because I was mad that he pulled the gun on me. So you can hear me on the video like I'm enraged. Let's just keep it at that. And then it turned out when I used to live in Renton, dude lived down the street from me. And I ended up seeing him at like the Safeway like the next week or something like that. And I just gave him the longest stare down in his life. And he got in his car and he drove off very quickly. And I never saw him again. But yeah, I was, I don't know. People who know me know I've always lived on the edge like that. Every day that I've been waking up past 18, actually past like 16, was like I'm exceeding expectations because I did not plan to be here for very long, just based off the fact that I'm crazy. But hey, we in the 30s now, cuz, so we've done pretty good for ourselves. So it's lit. Steph, you gotta be careful, man. I know you got guns and shit, but you don't know who you're running on up out here, man. People out here will do you dirty. You gotta remember, you got kids. I don't have that, so I can live on the edge because I'm only responsible for myself. I don't want to see you out there doing nothing stupid.
Disclaimer: my kids went out with me.
So, okay, so that makes it better. Anyway, well, Steph's.
I wouldn't do anything crazy like that with my kids.
Well, I mean, even though the kids were at home, like you still have them even when they're not with you.
No, I know what you're saying.
You can't be out here doing crazy stuff like that. Don't be like me, okay, Steph? Listen, I'm trying to help you, girl. Don't be like me. Oh, we got people in the chat. Hey, Sovereignness, you need to come on the show. Stop playing with me.
So she said, please hit the like button so that you know it's live. I know she messaged me and said that it was really hard to even see your page that you were on. So I guess if we hit the like while we're on, it'll pop up.
What hit what? What am I hitting?
The little thumbs up, the like button.
Where the fuck is that at? Oh, here?
On your page, yeah. So like right now it shows 3.
Yeah, it says 5. There's 5 people in here. Yo, you 5 bozos. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do, huh? I love y'all though. Pull up.
She said I had to find his name, click on view channel, and then videos. And
yeah.
Then it said like.
Yo, okay. Man, F this guy's YouTube channel. He ain't even that funny. Better be funny, man. Okay, yeah, we'll try to work on this. Yeah. Yo, well, you need to pull up and be on the show, man. Steph was telling us all about your YouTube channel and we want to be able to promote you, like I said, pull up. You can come to Pink's Mansion. We'll set that. Well, no, you're probably not gonna be able to do that for a few weeks because we're in quarantine. We'll have you call in. I got you.
We also have our company, Alchemistic, too.
What is it?
Alchemistic.
Alchemistic? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Hey, that's a lit name. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I'll send you. I'm gonna send
We
you
got promo codes or something. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Priscilla?
She said nobody can pull up. You trying to share that Rona, bro.
Bro, my cough is from smoking. It ain't a Rona cough. Listen, I'm a coronavirus survivor. I already beat that shit months ago. Okay. Easy work.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I've
sure
had
that's
that
what
conversation like 3 times to cough because.
Listen, you know what's crazy though? You don't even really have to get into it with people nowadays. If someone gets out of line with you, if you just start coughing, they'll take off running. Like you can win every fight with a cough now. I think that shit is lit. No, there's no more violence in 2020. Coughs only. If you got beef, settle it with a cough. Whoever coughs first wins. All right. Steph.
Yes.
ETA on James. What's he doing? Does he have the coronavirus, you think? Is that why he's not on the show tonight?
I have no response.
God, maybe he's got the coronavirus or the government like picked him up or something. God, what if James got abducted by aliens?
Did you see the alien that Isaiah brought home? Did you see that video?
Yeah, I saw a video where you had that alien. That shit was weird.
That scared the hell out of me. It's currently under his bed because he's scared of it now.
So he brought it home, but now he's scared of it?
It's literally the same size as me. Like the height white.
Oh, that is kind of crazy.
Yo.
It's super creepy.
Can you...
I'll have to take a video of it later.
You know what? You should let me bring it over here and use it as a prop for the show. It could literally just sit in the chair in the corner. That'd be dope.
You need you a friend.
Yo,
Oh my God,
you're savage for that, Priscilla.
Put a little hat on it.
Yo, y'all are
We
wild.
dress it up every week.
That's what I'm saying. What if I put the Kobe Bryant jersey on the alien? That would be lit.
Yeah.
He needs like a medical mask. So
He can't come in here just in case he has coronavirus.
I had to wipe a baby butt. LOL. What is this topic about? Oh, did you say that, Priscilla?
No, that was sovereignty.
Wait, You had to wipe a baby's butt? Okay, let's talk about that. What happened now? Is this your baby or this a random baby?
No, I'm like waiting for my daughter to come downstairs and be like, Mom. So if you guys hear me just get silent, that's what happened.
Oh, you're dealing with conflict resolution at its finest.
Oh, she had to step away to wipe the baby butt. Okay.
Wait, what?
Like what? Sorry.
I don't know what y'all are talking about in the chat. They're talking about wiping a baby's butt or some shit like that. I don't know, man. Listen, whatever you do, just wash your hands, bro. That's all I ask. Cause you can't come here if you touched a baby's butt and then didn't wash your hands. That's how you get ass
now
virus.
You gotta wash your hands especially well.
Yeah, for sure. Cause these people, you know what's crazy though? There's some nasty ass people out in public though. Like some of these people are really being gross. So the one little topic we did have, did y'all see where these like high school kids are like going around and pretending to cough on produce? Like thinking that shit is funny?
So, yes, I did read about this.
How do you feel about that? And what would you do if you were out at a grocery store and you saw a kid doing that shit?
I'd be trying to cough on them and knock their ass down.
Yo,
Steph. Call their mama.
Yo, Steph is really trying to go to prison out in these streets, bro. I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope they're not. They won't arrest me. okay. We're not that too far.
Yo, if we see you on tape getting your fade run by some like middle school girls because they were doing a prank video and you interrupted their TikTok, I will never let you live that down. So I better not see you getting your ass whooped on World Star. What if it does though? What if you got jumped by like 15 8th graders? 15 8th graders is still a lot of people.
Itching their balls and then picking out produce and everything else that's nasty. Like these teens are the last thing we gotta worry about. To be real.
You know what? This reminds me of y'all. What? Hold on. What's so funny? I'm missing the chat. Let me put my glasses on. Damn.
She washes her hands to the song for it.
See, I'm not.
I love it when your booty go. I love it when your booty go. Isn't that what Cisco says? That's how you're supposed to wash your hands. You wash them on some booty. Spray them with Raid. They're whole ass roaches. What am I reading right now?
Wait, where?
I'm reading what she's typing.
I didn't see
She said, okay, so Sovereignness is talking about if 15 8th graders jump her at the grocery store, she's ready to run that fade. I can't even be mad at that.
I'm with you. So we grocery shopping together from now on. Teamwork.
I'm trying to direct people to the show. Typing with one hand.
So did you guys see the news about Harvey getting the Rona?
Yeah, let's talk about Harvey Weinstein's bitch ass.
They're planning his escape.
Listen, based on what we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks with these conspiracies, I don't think they're planning his escape. I think he snitched and they're going to give him the virus and he's going to die from it. AKA they probably put him somewhere where they could kill him quietly and they're going to let that shit go because he blew the top on all this shit. And now all of these people are about to go down for it. I mean, come on, man. You get sentenced to 23 years after almost 100 complaints of sexual assault. You only get 23 years. And then within 2 or 3 weeks, you're already being moved from your facility. And now you got this virus and all this shit. It's a cover up, man. I'm telling you. What do y'all think? I want to hear what Priscilla thinks. Say it out loud because I already know. You think it's a setup too, don't you?
I do think it's a setup. I think it's a way to get him out of where he's at. It's just way too coincidental. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it quite yet. I have to look into more about what they're looking at doing with him. Where they're like thinking about putting him now that he has coronavirus.
They're putting him in a box 6 feet, probably.
I don't know. See, here's the thing though, is apparently he testified. So I'm like, this may be a part of that whole conspiracy with him testifying because now he's being moved out of someplace into someplace better. Or honestly, I think he's gonna end up dropping dead within the next few months.
Bro, I think he's probably, once they move him, he's dead. They're going to probably kill him. There's no way that he gets to go to court, cut a deal. I mean, even though that happens in the movies and you would want to say only in the movies, no, they do this to people in real life. He's as good as dead because he told on people. I mean, what happened to old Jeff? Do you think Jeff hung himself in that cell? No, they killed him. And they're going to kill Harvey too. See?
Yeah, it said he was moved from Rikers to one upstate in New York.
Going upstate. Shout out to upstate New York. Shout out to my grandma and my cousins out in Buffalo, my whole family, the Arnold clan. Shout out to y'all, upstate New York. I think Harvey won't make it to that facility. If he's going up there, that's his final resting place, maybe. I don't know. I still think 23 years is like, that's super low. But at the same time, I'm not surprised because when white dudes commit sexual assault, as long as they have money, power, and privilege, they'll never serve any real time. I always go back to one of the biggest fuckboys in the history of America and his father, Brock Turner. Brock, I hope you're somewhere dying. I hope you are somewhere dying a very slow death. And your father too. And I'll always say the reason why I hate his dad is because his dad forked out the money to appeal his conviction after he was caught by people sexually assaulting a woman. You were literally caught in the act.
His image.
You were caught in the act.
Like, what?
Oh, I mean, you know, poor little innocent white guys, they got to keep their reps intact, right? That's why Brock's dad put up that money. I mean, heaven forbid, he can't have his precious little son go to prison, right? Like I said, Brock and his dad die slow. Very, very slow, like super slow, snail level slow. Harvey Weinstein, 23 years. That shit is super low, man. I mean, we got Negroes that do more time than that for, like, you know,
Nothing.
Yeah, literally nothing. I mean, shit, Nathaniel Woods got killed for nothing. Like, but Harvey can do what he does and he doesn't get killed. They say that we're almost less than animals. That's how they view a lot of black people.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, no. Did you guys see that Trump is bringing the National Guard for Washington, Cali, and New York?
I did see that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not worried about the National Guard, but I've already explained why I have no concerns over them.
Because you've been through this before.
Yeah, they really don't do nothing. They just, like, you know, they keep you away from stuff at night. You know, they don't. The whole thing is they don't want people out here like rioting and looting and doing dumb shit. If anything, it's more to support local law enforcement because they don't have the resources to be everywhere. But you have a bunch of troops who are on call in the area. They can come down and they can lend an extra hand. They really don't. They don't do anything, honestly. And then after a few weeks, the shit will probably calm down. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm just telling you what my experiences was. The couple times that I've had to deal with having a curfew, having a National Guard, and having a food shortage, water shortage, no power, all that type of bullshit. Life is a struggle for a month or 2 months, sometimes 3 months, and then it can probably get back to normal. Like I said, this is my own experience. I know I've been telling this to people, and some people have been telling me I'm full of shit because they're expecting that the National Guard is going to come in and start knocking on their doors and pull people out of their homes and do all this wild shit. But I don't think that's going to happen. That's just me. If you want to believe all that crazy shit, that's totally fine. But I mean, at this point, if nobody's kicked down your door yet, it probably is not going to happen. Unless it's people who are pretending to be the CDC.
I have to wait for him to sign the declaration for national emergency or whatever, because in order for them to do that, that's how they get everything funded through the federal government.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. I'm still going with the theory that all this is so they can round up all these pedos and they need people off the streets. If the number that they said is true, and what was it, Priscilla? It was over 150,000?
It was like something close to 154,000, and that was to include like anybody from congressmen to celebrities to top CEOs of like major companies, people in the Vatican, which the
Vatican is huge.
Yeah, we already know that's been going on for fucking centuries.
Yeah. So if they're really out here trying to pick up these pedos, I think people need to understand, like, if this is genuinely true, you have to think about the type of manpower you need to apprehend 150,000 people. You want to try to do it close together and almost all at once. That way people don't have the opportunity to run and hide. When people are out on the streets and they're in the way, it's going to make it tough for you to apprehend somebody. They need everybody to go in the house so that way they can get these people off the streets, if that is in fact true. Now, obviously, you also want people in the house so they're not spreading around these germs. But I mean, if we're all being honest, niggas get sick every damn day. Germs are being spread whether you like it or not. When you hand somebody money, germs are spread. Some of y'all be digging in your ass and then you go shake hands with people, germs are spread. Like that shit happens. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. But like I said, if they want you in the house, they're going to get you in the house. And this is the way that they're doing it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, Sovereignist, thanks for joining, man. We'll catch you later, cuz we got to have you on the show, though. Enjoy that dinner. Save me a plate. Yo, niggas never be saving me a plate, though.
My cereal, you do.
Yo, I really listen. I prefer to eat cereal, so I'm not having struggle meals. I prefer to stay humble, so I choose to eat struggle meals. Okay, I like to remind myself of where I came from. The cinnamon toast crunch days, ramen, freaking dipping the bread in the water. You know, that's what I do sometimes. I gotta stay humble. You know.
I hear you, Pimpin'.
I hear you. Y'all are wild. Okay, so Priscilla, you're out in Vegas. You guys are on 24-hour lockdown, right?
Yes.
But what have you been doing all day? You've been going to Target and hanging out?
Yeah.
So y'all not even really on a lockdown. See, people, stop panicking. It's gonna be okay.
Well, here's the thing. Lockdown is basically just what they call all non-essential businesses closing. But if something sells essential items like toilet paper, food, anything that you would possibly need, you can go to, like, okay, fucking Michael's, the craft store is open. You just have to pick up your shit curbside. Like, they're not letting anybody in the So I thought this was going to be a little bit worse than it has been. I can still get my Starbucks. I've been to Target like every fucking day this week, like Target drive up, which is hella funny because I still have saved more money this week, and I feel like I'm buying shit left and right, buying food, like I went and bought my daughter some 2-pound dumbbells so she could work out with me, like stupid shit.
Time to turn up.
Wait, so you guys have drive up to where you can't go in the store?
Yeah, we cannot go in the store.
So Vegas is locked.
Like we have the same thing, like where non-essential businesses are closed, but our stores are open.
Yeah, I've been going into Target and kicking it. I've been doing all that shit. That's what I did today. Walked around Target for like 45 minutes, and they was looking at me all kinds of crazy. Thought I was probably in there stealing. Yeah, even during a crisis, Target employees are still following black people around like they're in there stealing. I didn't appreciate that. But I understand you got to do what you got to do because people are in there looting paper towels and toilet paper. But I'm not the one. I was not in there doing that. My money is just as good as the white folks. Don't play me.
The thing that's been like the hardest for like they're for real rationing food right now. So there is no meat in the stores. There is no like dairy. What else are they out? They're basically out of everything but fucking fresh produce. So if you will be here in like the next 2 weeks, mind your business.
Yo, I feel like out here we have everything. There just isn't toilet paper and shit like that. But I feel like everywhere else I've been, there's plenty of stuff. Well, it seemed like there was plenty of stuff.
It's getting for real. Like I went to go order like snacks for my kids. My kids fucking go through snacks. My kids are like feeding grown ass men. My daughter is 4 feet tall. I think I've told you this. 4 feet tall at 5 years old.
Damn. Tall as hell.
Big ass kids. So I go to they like those little harvest snaps. They're like dehydrated snap peas. I go and order three bags of them because they're gonna be out of them in like 2 days. And the lady's like, "No, we can only give you 2 of these." And these black beans, these black beans that you want, you can only buy 1 can.
Damn.
Do it online and have them shipped to your house.
There's nothing.
This is crazy.
All of I tried Instacart. I tried so I have like a Vons, which is Safeway, delivery tomorrow, and they were a little bit more lenient on certain things, but like I ordered ground turkey. I was only allowed 1 pound of ground turkey.
Damn, they're really rationing the food, huh? This is crazy. Let me ask you this though. Do you think that you guys are in that state because most of the pedos probably stay out there?
I don't think so. Here's my thing. We obviously Las Vegas, we got all the casinos. Now I gotta be careful what I say. I know people who they're not pedophiles, but they work in the sex industry, and that is a huge, huge part of obviously like sex trafficking is these hotels. Like MGM just had like a huge fucking thing last year. It was like around August. And people were getting arrested left and right. So I really honestly think that has a lot to, they're cracking down because all the casinos are closed right now.
This
like,
shit is crazy.
Is dead.
This is the perfect time for me to go to Vegas.
You wouldn't be able to do nothing.
I wasn't going to do nothing even if I came when it was lit. I don't be doing shit.
Out my pool.
Oh yeah, pull up. Or we all going to Arizona because Steph's got mafia money. So she got another place out there where they hide dead bodies and shit.
Oh my God.
So we just got to swim around the bodies, but it'd be cool. They got a pool and stuff.
Lake Mead. Apparently that's like Mafia Central for dumping bodies.
Yo, we got to get some footage of us doing a show at Lake Mead and maybe we'll see some mafia dons dropping off a body or some shit.
People just fill their boots with cement and drop them off their boats.
Yo, could you imagine? That'd be a horrible death. But how you fitting extra cement inside my Jordans, though? That's weird. There's probably not enough room in there. Yo, Steph, tell us about the AZ crib since you got mafia money. When you flying us all out for a vacation, what's up?
Nobody has mafia money, first of all, disclaimer.
Wink, wink, got it. They don't have mafia money, nigga. Shit.
You're out in Arizona stuff?
No, she's out here.
No.
Oh.
I'm here, but my family has a house in here.
Her mob family.
Oh my God. We have a house in Goodyear. And
okay.
Yeah. I used
Wait,
to go there
it's in a blimp? You have a house in a blimp?
Where?
No, Goodyear, Arizona.
Oh. I didn't know that. So I made a really stupid comment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, look, pool party in Arizona or Vegas. We got options. Steph, which one are you flying us out to?
Now when Steph's in Arizona, I can just go kick it with her. Or vice versa.
People helping people. See what I've done? You're welcome.
You lied.
I'm the best of the best, so why bother with the rest? Wine and dine myself just to get myself undressed.
So Steph, have you heard about Boober Eats?
Boober Eats? Oh shit, that's where they're delivering from the strip club, right?
Yeah, so it is a strip club in Florida, I believe it was. No, it's in Portland. It's a strip club in Portland.
Oh!
They had to close down because of good old Rona. And so now they are taking food orders and delivering these orders butt ass naked. I think they wear pasties and some like fishnets.
Yo.
But they are now officially called Boober Eats.
Boober Eats. Yo, I wonder if any of my stripper friends are down there doing that. Yo, can I listen?
Instead of getting a Rona, you can get like, some real food.
Yo, so you can
get.
I
want to do like a taco truck. It could be like titty tacos or something.
Titty tacos.
Yeah.
I'm so down to have my titties and serve some tacos.
Yo, we can do live shows too while you guys are serving tacos. That might be weird, but you know what? If we can get the money, let's just do it.
Premium channel. They gotta pay to see that.
Yeah.
All right, let me talk about this real quick because I want to say this to where it's on the video and hopefully people will play it and they can share it. The one thing I've noticed that the virus has done is it's created about 10 to 15,000 new Facebook hoes. And apparently now every girl on there has a premium account and they're basically selling it because they're trying to, find a way to supplement the income. I think that's kind of weird because listen, and I'm sorry, ladies, because I'm not trying to judge you. I want you to handle your business, but that industry is not meant for all of y'all. Some of you, yes, absolutely. I got 10 on it. But a lot of y'all.
So, because there's some people that like
No.
weird, different things.
Listen.
That's just it. There's a fetish for everybody.
I know, but listen, I want Steph, I will literally give you my login and you can log in under my name and you can see when it pops up people's stories. The first few of them, it's all these girls that are freaking half naked. And some of these girls, they don't need to be naked. That's all I want to say. Not all of y'all should be naked all the damn time.
Yeah. I feel like some people just look dirty.
And yeah, it's listen, I want to make this clear also. It's not a body shaming thing. It's just some of y'all, like, you're not seductive in any type of way. Your room is not clean. The camera's crooked. Everything is shaking and not good shaking. Like, it's weird. What you're doing is weird. You're not wanting me to pay the money. It's weird. Let's hear it.
Hold on 1 second. I'm ready to start.
Wait, this story involves your son? Oh, I don't know if we want to talk about this on air.
No, we can. It's not that
bad. That's not a corona cough. Don't even try it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm not trying to shame or hate on anybody, and it's nothing to do with their bodies. It's just some of these girls, they're not cut out to try to be sexy and get paid for it. It's the same way like some people went and played professional sports and the rest of you quit after JV baseball. It wasn't for everybody.
I do feel you on that though, because my thing is that if you're gonna do it so it looks professional at least.
That's what I'm saying.
Clean up your fucking room.
At least clean your fucking room. Together. Thank you.
Get rid of your razor bump. Like,
oh my god, that's horrible. The razor bumps or like the what do you call it? You know how like some people, I don't know what it is. It's
hyperpigmentation where it's like hella dark.
Oh, the burnt part?
I don't know what that is, but some people have like the super dark areas, and I'm like, I don't even know what that's from.
Listen,
I told him I was watching porn one time, and this bitch bent over, and she had it all down her butt crack. And I'm sorry if I'm speaking to anybody out there. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. Like, I get ingrown hairs too sometimes. Like, we all human, but like, don't be up on camera. That's all I gotta say.
I'm dead, bro.
Let it heal and get a rain check. Do it another day.
Thank you.
Listen,
let's get our shit together.
And for the record, when I posted that meme about the burnt part, I had no idea that that's actually a thing. And I'm going to tell you for myself personally, I put my swim cap on one ear at a time and I dive in that shit like most real niggas do. The burnt part not affecting me because the lights is probably dim or they're off, and I don't have my glasses on when I'm in nasty time anyway, so I can't see. So y'all should not have been like, they were on there trying to shame me as if I was some scumbag for posting it. It was just a meme, bro.
Funny.
It's funny, exactly.
And like, okay, like you said, you're a man about yours. But these people who got this going on trying to be sexy on camera for everybody else to see. Like, yeah, there's shit that happens as a human being. Like, let's just be real. Like, but like, ain't nobody want to see that on Pornhub. That's like, I don't go on the Pornhub to look at people who got normal issues.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true because you're hoping that everybody on there is at least somewhat professional. You like you said, don't show up with it looking like it hasn't been, taken care of. Like, I mean, no one wants to see that weird stuff. Like, if you got all the hairs down the crack of your ass, like, that's weird. Don't.
Oh, you don't like that booty crack hair?
Have you seen the ones where like everything looks clean and then they kind of like lean forward and you can see where like the hair starts to pop out of the backside? I don't like that. I don't like that. People are gonna be like, yo, what were you watching? Listen, fam. It was not any weird stuff. It was just a normal video. I think, maybe it was one of those hairy ones. I don't know. Some of these people, they like that shit. I don't know.
Look,
I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. Amateur videos, I'm not for those because the whole time you're waiting for some dialogue. Can we get some fucking eye contact? Like, I mean, come on, somebody do something. When it's amateurs, it's just weak. It's one camera angle. Like there's, it's nothing, man. I can't get hyped for that. Can't get hyped for that.
My story, because it was funny when you said not everybody.
Oh, let's hear it.
Can be sexy, or whatever. Yeah. So I had a friend whose man was in prison, and she wanted to send him like some sexy photos. So she went and bought all this stuff and wanted me to like take the pictures for her. Okay. So I was like, okay.
Nasty
so
time.
I'm taking the pictures, and I'm trying to get her to like, do like a sexy pose, or do some like
do the top
facial expressions. You know what I'm saying? Like, just exude your sexiness. No, I legit started laughing. Like, it was horrible. She looked like she smelled some shit. Like, she didn't know. Like, she just had the funkiest look on her face. And like, she like tried biting her finger, or like, it just looked wrong. And I was like, oh damn, let's not make any faces. Like, just look away.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And we're not shaming you. We're not shaming you. Just please go to charisma class. I don't know. Like, get your shit together.
Need to be in class. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe,
listen.
I don't know.
Listen, I'm gonna say there was one that I saw the other day. I literally opened up my Facebook, and the first story that's above, and it's literally, you remember that little Kim poster from back in the day where she's kind of like squatting, and then like
with her legs open.
So there was a girl who was trying to do that. Let's just say that maybe that was not the move for her. That's all I want to say. Because I'm not trying to come off as like being a scumbag, but let's face it. You trying to reenact the little Kim thing for me, it made my shit start to turtle. I was not. And I feel bad because that means it was bad. But when the thing starts to like hibernate inward, that means we're not feeling it. Honestly, it scared me. It scared me.
Now I want to know what was wrong.
I should have screenshot it. And I almost screenshot it and posted it, but I was like, that was one of those days when I was really being an asshole online. I was like, let me not do this.
Kicked out.
Yeah, I was like not trying to get kicked out, but it just, listen, it's not for everyone, okay? That's all I want to say about it. And I know
like girls with ugly vaginas need to stay away from that as well.
Yeah.
Just
like the coin purses.
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel like we're on here shaming people. Now I feel bad.
I'm not shaming. Just it's not for you. You need to know your limits, I feel. I don't know.
No, I agree with you, Seth.
Yeah.
I'm a bigger girl. I don't have a bikini body. I'm not going to be out there wearing a bikini, like trying to.
Well, you better rock it.
No. Look, I'm one of those ones. Just because they make it in your size, you do not need to wear it. That's how I feel, and I'm a bigger girl. So I mean, if I was around people I'm comfortable with, okay, maybe. But no, I'm just. I feel like you need to just not do that.
No, I hear you. Like, I wouldn't be going out for Victoria's Secret or nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know, you gotta be honest with yourself. That's what it's really coming down to. Like,
yeah.
And I'm sorry.
You can be confident.
No.
Yeah, be confident as hell. Shout out to people with confidence, but let's be, but so this is the thing though. I don't care if a person does it or they post it. That's on them. I don't like when they put it online and then when they get roasted, then they try to get on there and be like, "Oh, y'all are bullying me."
Oh yeah.
But like at the same time, it's like before you hit the submit or send button, you already know that people are going to come for you because humans are terrible. This is what we do. If you don't want to get roasted, don't put that shit online. Like shit, man. I got a couple of photos, even one I'm looking at right now, you know, where I'm looking like a goof. I'm not putting this shit online. Now, the people that, you know, I showed it to as a joke, maybe they'll put it online. That would be really embarrassing for me. But I can't get mad if people roast me because I had this shit coming because of how goofy the fucking photo looks. There ain't no point in getting online saying people are bullying you, fam. No one's bullying you.
Right. Right. Well, and also it's a difference if you're like taking a photo and sending it, like you're trying to be sexy and you're sending it to your significant other, and if you're posting stuff and asking people to pay to see it, like there's a big difference. I think, you know, as far as
I feel like I wonder what I would be worth, like what my pictures would be worth. Probably not much, but I'm thinking.
Like have a rating show.
I'm thinking like I think I'm at least worth $10 per photo, right? That's a good number, right? Is 10 good? Because everybody out here is struggling, so we got to make sure we're like being fair and reasonable with our purses. 20. I mean, yeah, $29.95 isn't bad, but like I feel like I'm kind of on clearance though. I've been out here so long, like you know, just on clearance.
I know feet photos go for $40.
So
I gotta get
listen,
Man.
Priscilla, I've been telling you for days.
You dip them in peanut butter, you get extra.
Listen. We have
a feet Instagram because our goal is I'm trying to get 10K off my feet.
Yo, 10K? Yo, listen, anybody who's listening, the site she's talking about is Feet Pimps. So follow us at Feet Pimps. We'll be up and running within the next week, okay? All the best feet pictures. So
no, it's gonna be sensual pussy.
See, I told you Feet Pimps is not like.
What do you mean? Listen,
it sounds like it's a man.
You're not using Feet Pimps? Huh. Good luck, pal.
Sensual and feminine.
Good luck, pal. All right, I'm on board with the name as long as I still get my standard cut of 50%.
Steph's gonna be pimping out my feet now.
Me and Steph are doing it as a team, okay?
We're gonna do your feet too.
No, the fuck you ain't. You ain't putting these eagle's claws on there.
With foot fetishes.
Nah, fuck that. They can go to hell. I don't give a damn about that.
They want to see them big feet. They're like, okay, let's see.
I don't give a damn what they want to see. Listen,
basketball feet.
I hate feet with a passion. I hate them. I hate my feet. I hate y'all's feet.
I don't like my feet.
I got cute feet. Fuck y'all.
Even if you got cute feet, I mean, feet are still like, listen, you heard the story I was telling on the show the other day where, you know, it was, you know, adult time, was watching a video and the girl had Walmart feet and that ruined the whole thing for me. Whole thing. That's how nasty feet are. The second I saw her feet, I'm like, you know what? I don't even feel like doing this no more. And I walked out and went to the store. That's how horrible it was. Her feet were black on the bottom.
Wait,
Black.
that was a girl that you were.
No. It was in a video.
Oh.
And exactly. Whole video ruined. We went from here to like that. Feet nasty. I'm not. Nah.
So I thought you like just left her at the house.
Bro, her feet. Listen, I'm surprised Buddy in the video still went after it. Like the second I would have seen the feet out of him, like cut. I can't even do it, bro. Y'all gotta get her a foot bath or something. Do something. Cause it was bad. Like they were black on the bottom. Like they must have picked her up from walking around the street for the previous 4 hours and then was like, yo, we'll give you $10 to be in this video. And Buddy still did it. I couldn't watch it. Couldn't watch it. Oh, feet are so gross. We got to get this site up and running. 10K? Well, I mean, vacation time. Look, we're trying to go to Arizona. Arizona ain't cheap, y'all. Let's go get this page up and running.
It takes 22 hours to drive there.
To Arizona? Fam, I can't be in the car for 22 hours. I'll
Well,
die.
you can. We will recline and go to bed.
Who's reclining? What car do you have that I can recline in and be comfortable? I'm 6'4", 200 and something
I have
pounds.
a Ford Explorer. Look.
A Ford Explorer, nigga, what? You think your Ford Explorer can hold me?
You act like money. You're over here acting like you're sad.
For 22 hours, fam? Listen, listen, y'all already know how much I complain. You really want to hear that for 22 hours?
We'll have all the tag along. All the.
Oh, well, you should have led with that, bro. That's
Yo,
different.
I want to take a road trip.
Oh, you want to take a road tip? Yo, we got to start doing some shows on the road. So, Steph, we need to plan where we can do a show in Vegas, do a show in LA, a show in New York, and a show in Miami. So let's get that cracking.
Okay.
Priscilla, you down to do that?
Travel.
Yeah, I don't even have to ask James. I know James is always looking for a reason to travel. James, if you listening, we're going to Vegas, then to LA, then New York, then Miami, bro. The show is lit.
Last time I went to New York, I got into a fight with the restaurant owner in Little Italy.
Oh, Little Italy, that happened.
He disrespected my grandma, and
The fuck?
I went off. Yeah.
Oh, we should also go to Denver too. That'll be lit. Yo, so somebody disrespecting your grandma, and you had to pull up on them?
Yeah, so we had done some shopping and we went there for lunch, and my grandma left all her bags under the table at the restaurant. And so when we got back to the hotel, she was like, well, where did I put my bags? So I said, well, call and see if she left them at the restaurant. So she left them there. They said, yeah, we got them. You can come back and get them. So we went back there to get them. And she went up to the little office, I guess, and was asking a question. And I think he was talking to somebody at the moment. And so he like put his finger up, like, hold on, but he didn't say anything. And my grandma.
Oh, that's a fuck no.
And I think he said he did that. And then he said, we don't have anything here. And she said, well, I talked to somebody on the phone. And he said, shut the fuck up. Didn't you just hear me say, hold on, or something like that?
He said that?
Who the fuck you? Yeah, to my grandma. I was like, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to.
Yo.
I just started going off, and then I was like, as an Italian person, I know that's not how you treat people.
Yeah.
And this and this, and then they had some Guido guys standing outside, like greeting you as you came in, and they're like, "What can we do to make it up to you?" And I was just like, "Shut the fuck up."
Damn, they trying to offer you help, and you cussing them out.
That's New York for you, though.
Yeah.
If we go to New York, we all have to wear Timbs. That's the only stipulation of the trip. You have to wear Timbs the entire time.
I lived in Hoboken.
Taxi drivers are scary as hell.
Oh, shout out to Hoboken.
All over.
Oh, and don't even try and get a cab at 4:00 in the afternoon. It's a wrap. Yo, did I ever tell you about the story about the dude who kidnapped me in New York?
You got kidnapped, my nigga?
Not kid. So, okay. It was.
Did not let her out the car.
No.
Yo.
So I lived in Hoboken when I was on a recording contract.
Okay.
Now, Hoboken is right across the bridge. So I was in New York. And this dude, I was trying to hail a cab. Now they have these things called hack cabs. Hack cabs are like dudes on bikes that like take you where you need to go. So this dude, he grabs me and he's like, yeah, I'll take you. Ends up taking me around New York City for like 45 minutes, an hour and a half. Finally, I realized like he's not taking me where I need to go.
Yo,
and he's like proposing to me in the meantime. He's like trying to get me to go with him. Like he barely speaks English. I don't know what he was. It was horrible. Horrible.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I didn't know, because everybody that I knew that was out there was like, oh yeah, those are like legitimate taxis. Like you can get on them and they're fine. And I thought that shit was weird. I'm like, it's a bicycle, but it's a cab. Like,
yo, buddy really tried to like take you to his special place.
Yo, I'm like, what kind of 50 Shades of Grey shit is this?
He wanted to see those bobs and vagine. That's what he was trying to do.
Oh,
Bob's and vagine. Let me ask y'all something, and I'm gonna put a number on it. For $25K, would you get into a green card marriage?
For
You had to pay
25K.
me more than 25K.
No, yeah. And
I
then
re-
I'm gonna be on 90 Day Fiance.
I respect that. I said my number was 100. I said I'll do it for 100. If somebody really need a green card and they got 100 racks, I'll do it. Because you gotta think like
somebody who did it for like 30.
that's what I'm saying. Most people the going rate is 30, but my thing is like this: because I know that I'm gonna end up divorcing you, and I'm not all about doing all the fake pretending that we're all married to like. Because I have to do that and risk my life, and there's jail time if we get caught, all this bullshit. I need 100 racks easy, and I need cash up front.
Yeah.
100 of them things.
How long do you have to stay married when you do that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know, but I would assume like you can't just get married, take the money, and then get divorced in like a year. Don't you have to stay together for like a minimum of like a year, 2 years or something?
I think so. Like you can't get an annulment or anything.
All right, I got somebody telling me it's a couple years. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but you can get in some serious trouble if you just like get married, take the money, get them into America, and then get divorced real quick. Like you can do some serious time behind that, I heard. Yo, that's wild. I know somebody who says they had a friend who in college who did it. Damn, how much money did they make? I'm gonna read this number off to you if they got a number for me. Hold on. Because I mean, even 30 racks, especially right now, everybody's about to be unemployed. Whoa, they did it for no money? Nah, nigga, I'm not doing that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. And now they got 2 kids, and the dude turned out to be a piece of shit. So shout out to Markel. Markel's listening. Shout out to you, but it sounds like your friend got finessed. 2 kids and a divorce with no money. Listen, man, y'all got to start putting a price on this. Life is short, fam. You got to try to get your paper. Don't be doing shit for free. If you knew you was going to be a good wife, you should have charged that nigga. Don't let him do that shit for free. And then he divorces you. He ends up getting the freaking, the American certification or whatever they give him, a license or something. What happens when you become a citizen? They give you like a certificate or some shit, or like you just like now you're just here full time. Well, how does that work? Or like you get like a card that says welcome. Do you guys know how any of that shit works? I don't know anything about that.
You get your green card and then you get your actual citizenship. From
Okay.
What my mom was saying, because my mom was on a green card for a while.
Okay, shout out to moms being on a green card, aka. So you get the green card, and then after a while you get a citizenship. But is it like on a sheet of paper, or like they just tell you and now like, hey, welcome, congratulations, you're a citizen, bing, bang, boom, and then do like a salute or something?
Paperwork, and then you have to file for a social security number.
Oh, okay. Damn. Either way.
I know that my family, when they came from Italy, they have like I think it was called like a declaration of something. It's like
Don't they make you basically like, and I could be wrong, I'm not trying to disrespect America, but don't we basically, when they come over here, don't we basically make them say that they're going to like basically forget all of their like cultural identities and then just adopt everything that we do here?
I don't think so. At least back then, that was like the early 1900s when my dad came over, so I don't know.
Got you.
But
I'm not sure. I know that we make them memorize shit that like I couldn't even tell you about fucking America.
Yeah, it's like shit that we don't care about probably. Or it's shit that is important, but like maybe is not as important to some people. Who knows? I wonder what stuff is on the test. I'd be interested to know, because I'm sure it's probably stuff that I don't really know either.
You have to know exact dates of like historical events, but like I'm talking about like the smallest of shit. Like, hold on, I'm gonna look this up right now so we
Yeah, let's look up one. Let's have a quick little. Let's do
it.
like an on-air history quiz. Let's see how much people really know about their country. Well, I already know. I don't know nothing. And don't ask me to remember a date about anything. What year did this happen? Like what? 1983, 83, 84? And then it always ends up being like 1884. I'm like, bro, I don't be knowing, bro. I don't know none of this stuff.
Okay, I found some for you.
Here we go.
What is the supreme law of the land?
The supreme law of the land? I don't fucking know. Hail Hydra.
Okay. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
The fuck? I don't fucking know. Bro, they about to kick me out of here. I don't know. You got me. What is it? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Is that what it? That's not even a thing. I just made that up probably. Or I've maybe heard that somewhere. We the people. I told you I knew it. Fuck these people, man. If we just being honest, listen.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
36 to 37. I don't know.
27.
How many?
27.
I was right there. Okay, I'm close.
What is the economic system in the United States?
Bro, you asking the wrong guy. If you're gonna ask me what the lyrics are on verse 2 of like track 13 on, Trey Songz's Ready album, I got you. But this shit, I don't know.
My God.
Who knows this stuff? Besides
What are
everybody.
Cabinet level positions.
The top shelf and the bottom shelf. It's in the cabinet. I
don't know any of this shit. I'm gonna be real.
Listen. Not everybody that works on the Memechel Jackson show is hella intelligent. I mean, everybody's super sharp. The ladies are very intelligent, but I'm the one who's slow. You see how they asking me these questions? I don't know this shit. Don't fault me, man. I'm out here struggling.
Well, it's okay.
I mean, I'm sure I was told this like back in the, late 90s, early 2000s. But bro, since then, life has just been all about survival. It ain't been about fucking history classes.
Well, and when in life has been asked that, except for now.
Have y'all ever heard the second verse of the national anthem? Have you? Steph, can you pull up the lyrics to the second verse of the national anthem?
By the dawn's early light, right?
No, I'm talking about like the actual like it's a whole song that has verses. There's a second verse, or maybe it's the third verse.
Oh shit.
And if you read it, tell me what you think about it. And remember, this is the song that we sing before sporting events, and this is the thing that I'm just gonna say it, that white people want to get very upset with a lot of other white people as well as people of color when they don't want to stand up and like salute and do all these fucking things. It's over this bullshit ass song. But if you read those lyrics, I'm just gonna leave it there. We should remix the national anthem on the show. Like rewrite the entire record.
You let it sing.
What do you think? Priscilla, you get you on the hook and you can sing verse 2 and 3 and I'll rap the first verse and then Steph can do background vocals. Are you guys reading that shit?
No, I can't find it.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna read it on air.
It's saying, "Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming?"
Nah, bro, there's a whole national anthem lyrics. There's a whole thing.
Oh, the forgotten verses of the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, is it that? It's that one then. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, bro. It's where, and I want to say, it just,
I don't know.
it says, I'm
gonna
gonna find it and we'll talk and we'll put it on here. We're gonna talk about it because I remember when the whole Kaepernick thing happened. That was one of the things that me and my friends were laughing at, is the fact that white people were so up in arms over this national anthem, but they forget that verse 2, I think, like makes some like direct comments about how the song is basically, I think it's like a slave song, maybe. At least that's what people say. I don't know. We're gonna find it. We'll talk about it on our next Sunday show, since Sunday is when we just, tell stories and then talk about how our history is all fucked up. So we'll do that. Steph, let me ask you something. Are you cashing your stimulus check?
No, remember, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay, what are you gonna hold on to it for?
It's just gonna sit there. I mean, what am I gonna do with it? Throw it away?
I kind of want to like make a video of me ripping the shit up and then like sending it back to Washington, because I think it's I think it's a scam, honestly. I think if you take the money, I think they might require you to do something a little strange for a little piece of change type of deal. I have those concerns because, well, also, why is it they're only getting a one-time payout of $1,000? How the fuck are you supposed to make it on $1,000? Every month? Is that what they're saying? I didn't hear that. I heard it was a one-time payout for $1,000, and then for every kid you have, you get an extra $500. Some of y'all are wishing now that you would have been pregnant months and months ago. You could have popped that baby out, claimed. But I guess if you what you were saying was true about how they're going based off your 2018, excuse me, going based off the 2018 taxes, a lot of people probably won't be getting the money that they think they will be. Right? I mean, that's what I would assume. What?
I heard that the stimulus package plan fell through tonight, so that we are actually not getting those checks. Slamming on that one.
I mean, come on. Did any of us really think that was going to be a surprise, that the checks weren't going to come through? Niggas got real excited for a janky ass little $1,000. No disrespect to the money or dismissing what the money can do for. I could use an extra $1,000. But the fact that 45 was the one who was like, I'm finna give you $1,000. Did you really think that money was coming through? If people really believe that Donald was Donnie, or Don 45 as I call him, if y'all really thought he was about to hand y'all $1,000, you niggas had it all the way fucked up.
I was just reading the lyrics.
Yo, what do you, okay, did you read the full thing? The shit that I'm talking about?
It's not the second verse. It's towards the bottom where it says, that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and country should leave us no more. Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps, pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave, and the star-spangled banner and triumph those waves. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's something like that.
And then it says, oh, thus be it ever when free men shall stand between their loved home and the war's desolation. Bless the victory and peace. May the heaven rescue land. Praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation.
The point of this all is that this shit is fucking garbage. And the fact that people cry about this when people don't want to stand up. Wait, there's a fifth verse? Anyway.
I mean, let's just be real. This entire country was built off the backs of slaves and a whole bunch of lies and bloodshed. So if anybody's got a problem with somebody sitting out, that's just crazy. Like, you're just ignorant. You don't want to speak the truth.
And you know what, man? Yeah. I can be mad. I feel some type of way. But let us not forget the real people who were truly disrespected in the very beginning was Native Americans. they were here first. White people came and they finessed it, and then they made songs like these, you know, after they bring the slaves over and do all these like bullshit ass things in our history. Like, I don't understand why now people are still frustrated at the fact that when you go to a sporting event, that if you don't stand up to like sing this stupid ass song, people want to give you a hard time about it. But did y'all see Donnie at the Super Bowl? Y'all remember that? When he was in there goofing around while this shit was being played? He was the same motherfucker that was telling people that, like, if they don't stand up and salute their country during this garbage ass song, that they're a terrible person. They should be kicked out of their jobs and all this shit. And then Buddy showed up to the biggest game of the season where they're going to play his favorite record, and then he was disrespecting it the whole time. It just goes to show you. These people never know what they want. They just like to be in control. They want you to feel bad when you don't do the things that they tell you to do. And then for them, the rules do not apply. So it's okay if they do the complete opposite, but still shame you for what you choose not to do. It's weird when we think that we come to this place and we have all these freedoms, all these rights, and all these choices, but look at where we're at fucking now. We're literally being told to stay in our homes all because of terrible decisions by a handful of dum-dums. And now all of our lives are about to be flipped upside down. For some people, they'll never, ever recover from this. And we all know this comes from lies and greed and power, control, and lack of respect and caring and responsibility. And a lot of these people don't hold themselves accountable either. We have the most garbage people on this fucking planet running this place and telling everybody how to live. And then they cause divide between us all, and then they force us all to want to kill each other. We're always mad at the wrong fucking people. That's the craziest thing about a lot of this. I hate it here. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm really starting to hate it here. And that's when that dual citizenship kicks in. So I might be on the next flight out. London, here I come, baby. Are we still allowed to fly to London? They still doing that?
I don't know. No, all travel to the UK is
Well, shit. Guess I'm stuck here, man. It's not a bad place. You just, yeah. I guess we're taking that road trip. Arizona, here we come. 22 fucking hours on the car. Fuck. 22 hours. It's just crazy. Steph, what else you got? I know there was a couple things that I sent you. And I have some saved items that I wanted to bring up. Oh, are there any updates about that lady who got choked out on the plane for calling those people the N-word?
Let me see.
And then after that, huh? Oh, there was one thing that I wanted to talk about. While Steph looks that up, there's an article a couple weeks ago that I saw where it talked about an Oakland dental surgeon who was arrested for human trafficking, offering to buy children for 30 grand. And this happened, this article was like in late February, but the only reason we missed this week, we're talking about a bunch of other shit, but I thought this was crazy because one, obviously he looks like he's a raper, if we're just being honest. But this guy he's a dentist. And so he probably was flying under the radar for hella long. Probably goes to work every day, pretends that he's really good to the people that he's servicing, and then probably tries to find a way to finesse his patients and their children. And this is crazy. He's accused of human trafficking and sex crimes against children. I'm very confused. What? Go ahead.
Because, like, what if they're, like, you know what I mean? Like, under drugs and stuff like that, like, getting, like, root canals or fillings or whatever else. Like, what has he been doing to kids?
Bro, this is crazy. It looks like he offered to buy 2 young girls for $30,000. And it said that this time when the article was printed, the state attorney general's office had moved to revoke his dental license, saying the allegation, gave state prosecutors grave concerns about him interacting with children. No, really? Bro, if you see his mugshot, bro, he's so creepy. So creepy. So this is my thing. The reason why I brought it up is because it kind of takes us back to all this talk that we're hearing about like the pedophile stuff. And I'm very confused as a person who's worked in childcare for the longest of times and in education. We walk around all day talking about how safety of kids is our number one priority. But if that is the case, how the fuck does stuff like this happen? I will never understand how we can allow these garbage ass people to get in these positions and to be able to mess with these children and finesse these families. And even when we know that they do it, we don't do a lot to stop it as people. People are either afraid to get involved, they're afraid of the consequences or what might happen to them if they get involved. But there's that part of me that feels like when it comes to children, why do you care about that? You mean to tell me you're going to sit there and consider your life over the life of a child? Like, why, like, if the thing about Oprah is true, imagine that. If any of this stuff is true, where they're saying people knew about these things that these guys were doing, think about how shitty of a human you have to be to look the other way when you know that kids are being hurt and abused and shit like that. And I've called CPS on people before. And I've had a dad try to fight me because he knew that I called them on him, because I witnessed him in the parking lot abuse his kids in front of me. And that's a horrific thing to witness. And then to know that there were people around me who also saw it and opted not to really do anything. Like the fact that I had to like tell somebody, hey, we should call CPS about this. And the fact that they had to think about it, that shit confuses me. It's kids we're talking about. We really have grown ass adults out here allowing children to be used and abused and mistreated, and they don't even blink a fucking eye. They think it's okay. Like, where do we live right now? When did this become like an okay thing to do? Ladies, how do you feel? What the fuck is this?
What? My bad. I had to put you on mute for a second.
Yo, people send me the weirdest shit, but anyways, I'm talking about how garbage a lot of these humans are, and the fact that we like they allow kids to get abused and mistreated, and they don't really do shit about it. I don't fucking understand that.
Because I think it's horrible. I don't know how people can like witness things going on and just not do anything about it. I've called before too, but like,
I think it's just like so many people live in this. So like, for example, like I have a family member who was adopted when she was 13, and she was molested up until she left the house.
Jeez.
And like the story is kind of creepy because now that she's like grown and dealing with it, like she's in her late 50s, but like they had 2 kids together and then she was adopted. So like there were times where like her mom would leave with her brother and sister and then leave her in the house with this man that was supposed to be her dad, who was at the time molesting her. And I look at stuff like that and I'm like, this woman knew damn well what was going on in her fucking house. She knew damn well what her husband was doing. And she chose, like, I don't know if she adopted her for that reason, but like there's this weird, yeah, like people like are protecting their names and say so hush hush about it. And I feel like pedophilia has become this new wave where it's like a sexual preference versus something that's really wrong. And you see it all the time. They try to push this agenda I mean, obviously now we have like these groups that keep popping up about like how like, oh, I just like, oh man, what is that Twitter page where they have like, it's like a grown man, it's like the silhouette of a grown man kneeling down to like a little kid. Like that's just his sexual preference.
Bro, they're trying to like get that shit to where like it's viewed as like a type of status or some shit like that or whatever, like, or however they refer to it. They're trying to like give it a name, and they're just trying to say like, well, this is like a norm for these type of people. No, my nigga, the answer is absolutely fucking no. There's no way in hell that grown ass adults need to be attracted to children. You shouldn't want to marry a kid. You shouldn't want to be intimate with a kid. You shouldn't want to do none of that shit. Your job with kids is to help raise them, teach them to be successful adults, so that way they don't make the same fucking mistakes that we did. You don't take advantage of them and their undeveloped brains and put them in sexual scenarios when you know that they can't handle that shit. That shit is fucking pathetic that adults do that shit. And we let the shit happen.
We just turn the blind eye. I 110% agree with you.
Horrible. Yo, I swear, if there's anybody that I'm cool with and I find out they're a pedophile, I'm telling y'all right now, I will kick the fucking shit out of you. If I know that, if I find out that you do this, I don't care who you are, how big you are, what your rep is, I'm going to kick the living shit out of you, because you cannot tell me that we are out here to protect these kids and watch out for their safety and then be a fucking adult and be out here running around trying to groom people and trying to convince ththese kids that they're your friends and you know, hey, don't worry, I'm cool with your parents and da 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 da, and just come over here and do this. Bro, I've been to all the fucking trainings. I know all the signs. I see that shit all the time. And you see adults doing it. And I've seen where people are in the vicinity of these types of things happening and they walk the other fucking way. Even if it's not your child, even if it's not your child, you should still be on the lookout for their best interest. It's a damn child, bro. That shit is crazy to me. Oh, fuck. That shit makes me so fucking mad. Yo, you know what we should do? We should start our own To Catch a Predator type of deal. Shout out to MSNBC for always having that great show. But we should really go out of our way to catch some of these people and then really kick the shit out of them.
Have you seen all these threads going around of like parents who are pretending to be their like 13-year-old kids on Snapchat and shit like that? Just to catch motherfuckers? Yeah, like it's disgusting. Like these are like grown ass, like a 24-year-old dude. The girl's like, well, I'm only 15. That's okay with you? He was like, well, you'll be 18 in 3 years. Blech. What is wrong with you? I mean, can we kill him? We can kill him, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to say that because, you know, we're live.
Yeah, I know we're live, and I know I'm talking crazy. And Sherry, listen, I'm going to say sorry to Sherry because I'm on the freaking channel acting like a crazy person. But when you hear me say that safety for kids is very important, I mean that shit. I am dead ass fucking serious. We are not out here to hurt these kids. And if we find out that people are actually doing that shit, don't worry, I'll call CPS on you. And I will also give you the opportunity to fight me one-on-one. And I will be glad to take all your whole shit off if it means protecting these kids. Like I was saying earlier, adults who hesitate at the idea of like, well, if I say something about this situation, I could put myself in hot water. If you have to think about your job or your hobbies or any of your social activities before you step up and you do the right thing, that means you're a garbage fucking person. None of that shit should matter. You should want to protect people because it's the right thing to do. Not because you gain anything from it, but because it's the right thing to do, especially when it comes to kids. There should be no questioning like, well, I don't know if I want to step up because like, how's this going to make me look? Motherfucker, it's going to make you look like you care. And some of you, like that's what I'm saying, man.
About it, that even a kid that can speak for themselves
at 13, 14, even 15 years old, you don't feel comfortable standing up for yourself. You haven't gained that confidence in being sure of who you are as a person and speaking up against what's right and wrong. That didn't develop for me until later in life. So it's like, I see this and they're like, well, why didn't they say anything? Or they could have said something a long time ago. I'm like, they're basic.
Yeah. No, exactly.
I know for me, I know I told you on another show that it happened to me when I was a kid, like 4 and 5. And the way that I found out about it was I was like 12. I think I was 12 or 13. And I went to my grandma and told her that I had this weird dream. And she told me that really happened.
Oh,
jeez, man.
And so it
That's
was
crazy.
like, I guess it was like, you know, when you're so young, when traumatic stuff like that happens, you just block it out.
yeah.
So I didn't even know. I just was like, I had this really weird dream and this is what happened. And she was like, yeah, that really happened when you were a little girl. And it's just crazy. It's crazy that. And then I was like, well, what happened? You know, like, did he go to jail? Like, did he, like, what happened?
Yeah, like, where is my, yeah.
Yeah, and nothing happened to him. Like, my uncle beat his ass, but.
Okay, shout out to your uncle.
Like, other than that, well, because I guess he walked in on it when I was a kid, but
Shit.
he was babysitting. He was my babysitter, I guess. And so. Yeah, but so kids people can't expect the kids to be the ones to, you know, be their own.
This shit is crazy, bro. People are so fucking weird. They think of the weirdest thing. Like, to know that there are literally people out here who were lobbying for the opportunity to openly date and have intimate relations with children. The fact that we have humans that are out here lobbying for that, and there are people listening to that shit. That is also, I get it. You have to hear everybody out and try give fair opportunities. But this is one of those things that I feel like as a large majority, we can all be like, no, we're not going to let you pretend that you're in relationships with children. We're not going to let you walk around feeling like sex with kids is okay. None of that shit is okay. And just because one group of people got their way does not mean that you guys get to get your fucking way. All right. I think this is one of those things that every time it comes up, it should be thrown out the fucking window. I don't want to hear nobody trying to justify to me while sexual assault on children is acceptable. There's no way in fucking hell we actually think that shit. Oh my God. I feel like I'm about to lose my fucking mind.
I know, it just triggered me. I just texted my grandma asking her for the last name.
Oh yeah, let's pull up. He's probably at the house right now. And you know what? We won't even harm him physically. We'll all at the same time, we'll give him a couple of Rona coughs and then we'll put him out. A couple of Rona coughs should do the trick. Hey, Steph, I appreciate you for being vulnerable and wanting to tell your story on air. I'm sure that that's not easy. So big shout out to you. Forever sorry that type of shit would happen. That's horrible. Fuck, man. I'm glad that your uncle kicked that nigga's ass, but the fact that he's still living, that don't make me happy.
Yeah, I don't even know. He might not be.
I mean, see, but this is such a common scenario. Like, these people don't get any sort of, like, they don't have any repercussion for their actions.
Mm-hmm. It happened to my cousin as well. Her mom's boyfriend, and her mom didn't believe her.
Fuck, man.
See,
I know if my kids are to ever come to me and bring this up, I feel like my immediate response will obviously be to confront the person. And I think at that point, I don't know if I'll really care what that person has to say in response. Because I feel like as an adult, if you're doing the right thing and you're not putting yourself in a compromising position, no child should ever want to go out of their way to be like, oh, they touched me. Kids don't really be doing that unless that shit happens, right? What's that?
I said that's not even on their radar. Like, kids don't process thought, like their thought. That's not their thought process. Like, a kid's not just gonna make some shit like that up.
Yeah.
That's why I hate when people don't believe other people about this shit, because I'm like, you, especially children, don't have the capacity to come up with a story that's that sexualized.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I hear it all the time. Like, I've heard a couple cases where they're like, well, I don't know. She could just be making it up. And this, like, what kid is going to even have this in their head?
Usually at that young, I mean, I'm hopefully in most households, kids at that young of an age are not being exposed to sexual activity. So how the fuck would they know unless they're being exposed to it? If a kid is telling you and giving you descriptions of what a person did, or saying, oh, they touched me like this, they did this, that means that shit probably happened. Kids don't be knowing that, you know, these pieces of a body get used for these types of activities. They don't know that unless an adult has gone out of their way to show them that shit. Come on, man.
Exactly. Like, my friend's daughter came home talking about so-and-so told me to let this other little girl drink my private part like a cup.
No.
And they like came to me and asked me, they said, you know, like, what would you think that's them just being a little kid? And I said, fuck no. That's some shit that somebody's using to manipulate other activities.
Exactly.
Like a little girl just, and the little girl's my daughter's age. She's 5, almost 6. Like, no way.
There's no way.
You couldn't convince me otherwise. And this is the thing. And then what happens is that parents don't believe their children. And then these little kids go on years feeling like they can't say anything because nobody's going to fucking believe them.
Yeah. No, that shit is fucking crazy, man.
My son said something to me one time, and I'm super sensitive to it. So, like, I flipped out. And he had said something about somebody touching his butt. And I called CPS. I called the doctor. I didn't care who you were. Like, I'm going to make sure that everything's okay. And CPS at first was like, well, they actually told me we can't write a report because he's 3. So, like, I mean, we can't interview him. We can't do anything about it. But, you know, I'll document that you called me. And the lady from the hospital, I guess, double checked to see if I called CPS, and the lady who I spoke to didn't document it. So then they actually did something where I guess it looked like I didn't follow through or something. So then they launched a full investigation. Which I'm happy they did, because that's what I wanted at the time. But, you know, it kind of made me look like I was trying to hide something or whatever, when I was like, look, I talked to this lady at this time and this is what was said and everything. But it was a huge mess. And it turned out that it was, you know, when kids have like diaper rash or something, you have to put diaper cream on their bottom. That's basically what it was, and nothing crazy. But still, I took it to heart, and I definitely did everything I could to, you know, protect them, which I think any parent should.
Yeah.
Well, and that's just it. Like, wouldn't you rather go through with it, call CPS, and find out, okay, it was nothing, than to just ignore it and have something going on for like months, years at a time?
Yeah, and especially something like somebody saying that to you, like, that's super inappropriate.
Yeah, shit is crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
no, she definitely should have called.
Yeah, I was like, you want to call somebody about that? So
yeah, good for you.
You done told the wrong person,
right? Because I'm calling right now.
Man. I say y'all are better than me, because I already know if my kid come home and then we make those calls and they don't do nothing, I will pull up to the school. Yeah. And I'll turn up at the school. Yeah, I'm gonna be that parent. I already know it. Shout out to my kids who aren't here yet. They're gonna be lit. And I'm gonna be that dad who's gonna be extra lit. Y'all catch me at a PTA meeting, eating up all the brownies, cussing people out, giving them middle finger and all that shit. That's gonna be me. I already know it. Man, we got 15 minutes left, man. Y'all got some funny stuff we can talk about. You got a little too hyped up in here, man.
We need something like uplifting.
All right, so this is our first Sunday show. I think a lot of our Sundays are gonna be like this going forward. I like that it's more loose and we're not, not doing all the article. I think doing some of them is cool, but we can save that shit for during the week. Maybe we can reserve Sundays for doing some interviews. Steph, we need to get some interviews on the book. So, what's the deal with your the lady who is in business with your uncle, the entrepreneur? We need to have her on. We need to have Sovereignness on. Priscilla, you got anybody that will be worth talking to that maybe we can get them on a phone call? They can be on the show. Somebody who's doing big things.
I can figure out some people for sure.
Yeah. Let's get some interviews popping.
Yeah, like my girl Lindsay is actually she's like an intuitive. She'd be dope.
Okay, what's Lindsay do?
Oh yeah, that'll be cool.
She's got like her regular 9 to 5, but she's been like, so I've known Lindsay since I was 4 years old, but I've kind of like watched her come into like this little gift that she has over the past few years, which is kind of interesting because like her and I have like gone through different paths like spiritually and somehow ended up in the same area. So like she comes from like a super religious. We used to go to Catholic school together. So.
Oh, okay. Priscilla at Catholic school. Were you in there beating girls up at Catholic school?
It didn't work out for me.
Did you get kicked out?
I did not get kicked out. My parents actually pulled me out because I was extremely unhappy. I am not a church goer. I've never been. I've always been that kid that questioned and believed in something bigger than just like what is religion, and so that obviously didn't go so well for me. So
got you. Interesting. Well, we gotta get your friend to like and subscribe to the channel, and then maybe we'll get her to talk about her journey. That could be lit, man. We want to be able to talk to any and everybody. So, Steph, are we still working on getting somebody who's a former, maybe not former. I guess they're still always going to be listed as serial killer, but we're trying to get an interview with a serial killer on the show. Can we work that out? What's the deal?
Yeah, I sent a message.
Shit. Can we get your girl who was on Snap? We need to get her on. She's a serial killer, right?
Oh, shit. You know somebody on Snap? Yeah, Brittany Norwood. She was the Lululemon killer.
Lululemon killer. Shit, I got a nickname too.
I always felt like I was gonna end up on that show.
I think I'm gonna end up on that show too as the victim. Probably.
My friend bought me leopard print knives at one time because she said that she knew if she ever saw them on an episode of Snap, she knew that I did it.
Trying to get you caught up. I like it. That's stupid funny. Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be my weapon of choice, but okay.
Yeah, let's see if we can work that out. I actually want to try to have a guest on the show. I'm going to really see. It's probably going to take some, not begging, because I'm not begging nobody for nothing, but I want to see if I can get my brother to come on the show. We're going to try to work that out. So I'll keep you posted on it. I'm going to ask him, and we'll see. And then maybe what we'll do from there is we'll try to lock in more interviews. I also want to see if I can get my boy Jason, and we had Jason on like in the early stages of the show. He talked about his magazine that he has with his two homies. They created Green Tea. Remember when I talked about that? It's like the gaming, and the technology, nightlife. Like, I want to see if we can get all three of them to come actually be on camera and talk about the magazine, and any type of upcoming shoots they're doing, how to become brand ambassadors, and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna reach out to them, and we'll see if we can try to have them on again. And then, yeah, if I know, I think James had some people that he was talking to, and obviously we need to load up on our conspiracies. But let's start lining up some of these interviews, and then try to maybe get some shows on the road at some point.
Okay. I will reach out to Sovereignness as well, because if it's something like
Hell
in,
yeah.
I think it'd be a lot easier for her.
Yeah. I mean, we can get anybody hooked up if they want to dial in. Like, this seems to be working pretty well. People can hear you guys really good on the show. Not everybody has to be in person, so if we can get people to dial in, that's lit too. So, and especially if we're getting them to come from all different places, because we were international the other day. Y'all don't forget that we had people from India checking in on the show, so that was lit.
I got an email, by the way, from my VP of my company, and I guess so all of our processes are outsourced, and so they were on a conference call, I guess, on Friday, and their government came in and just shut down all their operations. So
oh shit!
We have a meeting in the morning to figure out how we're gonna get it in there and do the work, because there's nobody.
Damn.
So luckily, at my last plan, we did everything in-house, so I know how to do a lot of stuff in the systems that we have. But it's all about now, getting us the access and all that. So it's crazy. It's gonna be a crazy day tomorrow.
Yeah, that shit sounds like it's gonna be crazy. Well, shout out to you. Good luck. Try not to stress too much. Be glad you're working from home.
Yes, I'm extremely grateful.
All right. Well, we got 5 minutes. We got any final thoughts, ladies? What do you got?
I know, right?
Wash your damn hands.
Stay inside. Look, stay inside.
Okay. So how about this, real quick? Do you think this whole like flattening the curve thing, like, do you think that's even possible?
Not when it's a man-created virus.
No. Because next comes the vaccine, which is the virus, and they're just gonna deal with it.
Are you guys gonna get the vaccine?
Hell no.
No.
I'm not getting that.
Absolutely not. Whatever you do,
Listen, I already know that I can beat it. Why would I get the vaccine? Maybe in 15, 20 years when I start to fade a little bit, I'll think about getting it. But right now, nah, we good.
That shit hasn't even had animal testing. Like, they went straight to human testing. No, you could not pay me money to.
I don't know, man. If they offer me $100K cash, I'll take it. $100K cash.
No.
For 100,000 cash, I'll take a shot in the arm for that. What do you mean?
Okay, 100,000 these days is like 10 grand. Really, if you think about it.
Thank you.
Don't diminish my 100,000 like that.
I'm just saying your life is worth way more than 100,000. So
no, you right. You right. It's worth $1 billion. So $1 billion cash, I'll take the shot.
Do it. Look, add me to your policy. No, I'm just joking. Just joking.
Yo, that shit would be crazy. I do have a living will, and your name is on that shit in regards to this show. So we'll talk about that. There's some things that have to happen if I end up dying, and if you don't do them, there's the potential that you can get sued. I'll send you an email. You get sued and you get haunted, so it's a twofer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's lit.
It's okay. I'll openly talk to you. It's okay. You don't have to haunt me.
You'd be like, I know you in here. Stop opening these damn cabinets, boy.
Right. The tag ones are gone. So, did you get cookies right away?
What?
Did you get some more cookies?
No, I have not ordered more Girl Scout cookies. That has kind of taken a back seat. We are in a crisis, and snacks are not a top priority, AKA I forgot all about it until you just said something, so I'm finna order some right now.
Look, I was about to say, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna order some tonight. Listen, because the gym is closed, I'm trying to not eat so much of the horrible stuff because we don't really get a chance to work out. Now I know I could go work out outside, but why the fuck would I do that and hurt my knees? I'm gonna try to just wait the 2 weeks. Hopefully the gym will be open by April 1st, and then we can get back to it. Until then,
I literally went and bought a ton of protein shakes and like low carb snacks because I'm like, I will be damned if I only had like the kids stuff here. And because it's hard, like I have a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables, but those only last so long.
yeah.
You know? So
I got Cheez-Its, pretzels. Man, I have lots of canned goods, lots of water. I do have hella snacks, but I just figured the Girl Scout cookies would be overkill. And I'm trying not to. I'd rather not come out on the other side of this virus with diabetes. I'm trying to prevent that.
Right? Yeah.
Yo, and for those of you who are listening, I was kidding about my working out outside comment. I do work out outside. Listen, I've just gotten spoiled, and I prefer to go to the gym and slam the weights in there. It's more fun like that.
That totally reminds me of this workout video I used to use like back in the day, a long time ago. And she was like on the beach, I think, like doing some beach workout.
Okay, like a beach body video. Priscilla, you got some of those, right?
Yeah, I actually subscribe to Beachbody. So that's like I'm a personal trainer, but the one like I don't condone bad exercises or like bad diet programs at all. But I will say that like Beachbody, their on-demand program, has some really, really good exercise programs on there, and there's just like a ton to choose from. Okay. So like if you've never worked out before, there's shit on there. If you like work out all the time, there's shit on there that'll challenge you. Like I love it.
Okay. Ladies, you heard it here first.
They need to pay me for that endorsement.
No. Shout out to Beachbody. Cut Priscilla a check because she's repping y'all really hard. Ladies, if you're looking for some workout tips, I mean, you probably should be.
What was that one that guy did? And it was like hell. I just remember the name. Oh, P90X. Yes. Yeah.
You guys ever done P90X yoga? That's the hardest shit of all time.
I did, and I was like, fuck this.
I can do the first 15 minutes of the video, and then after that, I'm gassed. I can't do the rest because it's just tough. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm weak. I'm probably weak, and I'm not built for yoga, but the P90X DVD was a little bit tough. I'm just going to say it. Ladies, if you need personal trainer tips, hit us up, and we'll connect you with Priscilla. Get your money up because this is top of the line elite training. This ain't your grandmother's trainer. This is elite shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you want a real trainer, you come correct. Don't hit the DMs unless you're ready.
I feel like I would fight if I had a trainer. Like I would fight with my trainer.
Oh, I get it all the time. Like people, it's so frustrating because like people will be like, okay, I want to get in shape and I want to do this and I want to do that. And then the moment you put restrictions on their life, they're like, nah. Look.
No, I think the ones that I've seen is where they're like, you know, the person's telling you to stop, and they're like, you're not fucking quitting. You're not even a fucking rock.
Yo.
And I'll be like, fuck you.
Yo, you know what's crazy? So shout out to my boy Deontay. Deontay is actually my trainer. I haven't trained with him in hella long. But he always laughs at me because during the entire workout, I basically just degrade myself to keep pushing myself through it. It's like the only way I can do it. Like through every workout, I'm like, come on, fat boy, 3 more. You got it. Come on, fat boy. Good set. Go wipe off. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to do that or else I can't get up for the workout. He just laughs the whole time. He thinks it's hilarious. Shout out to my man, Deontay. Deontay, I would pull up, but I can't make it to Renton in the mornings before work, bro. That's just too crazy. Well, maybe I could now that we on quarantine. Deontay, if you're listening and you got slots open for personal training, I need that, bro. I'm trying to get back to mini Terry Crews status. You know what I'm saying? When I was like swole up and all that shit, you know, but we'll see.
You gotta eat your protein. I keep telling you this. You're a big boy.
Thanks for letting me know about that. Okay. We are closing out on Track Talk Radio. This is our first Sunday show. Thank you for tuning in and for listening. We only played music at the very beginning. We will not play music to close out. Visit tribetokes.com. Shout out to them for being our official sponsor of Track Talk Radio. I'm pretty sure the promotion is still going on, so you should use the promo code Track Talk to receive 20% off your order. Again, thank you for tuning in to Track Talk Radio. Please stay tuned for an extra 5 minutes live on the YouTube stream. We will see you guys on Tuesday. We out. Okay, so we are now off the air for Track Talk. Ladies, do you have any final thoughts?
Sit your ass at home, quarantine yourself so we can all stop doing this.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can flatten the curve.
Flatten this imaginary curve that they're running anyway.
Do you think Donnie has the coronavirus?
When he talked, so I don't really listen to him talk, but recently I have. When he talks, is he normally super breathy like that? Like it sounds like he's wheezing or something.
Well, if he's wheezing, that means his lungs are starting to weaken. He probably has the coronavirus.
Yeah, probably that young Rona. Mm-hmm.
Yo, young Rona. That's all I got. That was a good verse. Right? You know, Steph, I wanted you to rap that on the show. You declined. I get it. You know, lyrics were okay. You were a little bit scared, but I think you should perform that shit on Tuesday.
Definitely not.
Why not? Listen, I performed some of my songs on here. Y'all got to perform. Yo, Priscilla, I'm about to play your songs on Tuesday. It's a done deal.
Oh my God.
It's a done deal. Steph, did you know Priscilla is a singer-songwriter?
No.
Oh, well, you're going to find out on Tuesday.
You're
going to find out on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I have kids, so I don't have the time to do it the way that I used to do it. But yeah, I definitely was on my path stuff at one point in my life.
Yo.
Oh, that's so cool.
See, we got people.
I just gotta get my food.
We're gonna play the music on Tuesday, and then we're gonna try to help. You know, we're gonna get you back in the fold, get you back making music.
I mean, shit, I'm on quarantine, so I might as well be making music. I have a whole studio in my house.
Damn, yo, I'm pulling up to Vegas. I'm about to cut an album. Cause my last mixtape was just okay. It was called Fire at My Feet. Man, I only had 2 good songs out of the 20 that were on there. They were all bad. Mainly just quality. The lyrics were fire, though. Hence why it's called Fire at My Feet.
Yeah, all right. I'm definitely not a singer or rapper. So.
Well, I'm both. And so is Priscilla. Exactly, Steph. You a rapper now. Yo, you just have to own that shit. Just claim it. If someone asks you what you do, say, well, you know, I rap, spit bars, and then part-time I work this job. Yeah. All you gotta do is say shit with confidence. Niggas be believing everything.
It's like pictures of feet, you know.
Yo, you're wildin'. All right, man. Well, we're going to close this out. Great Sunday show. Ladies, thank you for joining. Thank you for telling stories. Steph, again, thank you for being vulnerable and sharing some of your stories that, you know, we can only imagine is just pure trauma and hell. Glad that you were able to, you know, work through that and get past that. Excuse me. Shout out to your uncle for whooping dude's ass. He had that coming. Tuesday at 7, we're back on. Ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of the show. Shout out to Priscilla for joining from Vegas. Again, if you guys need, listen, business is booming right now for personal training and feet pics. So If you guys need that, come to us and we're gonna get you set up for real. I'm gonna hook you up. I know some people that can give you the training and give you some feet pics for the low price of $10,000. How's that promotion? Is that good?
At this point.
You think we're gonna get the money now with that great promotion we just did?
Absolutely.
Hey, we're
I'm
lit.
gonna get this money regardless.
Hey, there you go. All right, guys. Well, it's been real. We'll check in. I'll text you ladies shortly, and then we'll talk about Tuesday. But we will be back. This is it, man. Do we need to apologize for anything?
Maybe the comment about beef curtain vaginas that I made.
You said that? I didn't hear that.
That's the word. That's so gross.
Beef curtain. You know, let me hold on real quick.
Thank you. I'm like, my shit is tiny, and I don't. It's just so scary to me.
Yo, listen.
I don't even know
There's.
how it gets like that. Is it just like
Do you think it gets caught like on their jeans or
Going
something?
like that.
Do you think it gets caught on the jeans and then the jeans start to pull it away from the body?
That's what I've heard is that like some women, their inner labia is just extra, like they just got the extra meat down there. And so personally, I had a friend in high school. We were in a hotel and we were like drunk or whatever, and like we went to the bathroom together, and she wasn't like giving a fuck, you know, 'cause we're both drunk, and like she had like, that was back when mini skirts were like hot, you know, so she like hiked up her mini skirt, pulled her underwear, and I just remember it was like train wreck. Like I felt so weird because I'm like sitting here staring at my friend's vagina, but I had never seen a vagina like that, like up close and personal. Like and then it's just hanging.
Did it look like?
Girl, you know when you squat to go on the toilet and you get like a glimpse of the V? You could see the V out. No.
Yo, I'm dead. Y'all are tripping.
You wipe the beef before you wipe everything else? Like, is there a No.
Yo, y'all are wild.
They need to like fold it or something.
Fold it. Yo, I'm dead. Yo, let me tell you this real quick. When I was in high school, we went to the high school that I went to. We had this girl, and her nickname literally was roast beef. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you the story. Shout out to my man Shane. Shout out to some other people that are involved. I'm not gonna say y'all's names, but listen. They called this girl roast beef. She ended up having beef with one of her friends. Her friend, and this was back when MySpace was still hot. Her friend created this list and it's 2 lists of all the dudes she slept with and all the dudes that she gave dome to. And they had all these people's names on there. They called her out so bad. And everyone called her roast beef due to those, you know, obviously the thing about her stuff. And then they called her some other name. This whole shit was crazy. And then, long story short, her and her friend, they start beefing, but they became a little bit disrespectful. Some strings were pulled. And then we watched this girl. So I'm going to tell you this, listen. And I do feel bad because I was a part of this situation, but only as the facilitator, because I told this person, do not play games with me. We will send people for you. Want to play games? We sent people for it. We sent one of our homies. And this young girl only did this because her boyfriend's name was also on the list. She was not happy about that. We understood that. We pull up to this party, and I shit you not. They pull the girl out of the car as she's about to give 2 dudes dome in the car, pulled her out, and she got stomped out right there. That shit was crazy. And that's what happened to roast beef. And I just remember we all called her that. I do feel bad that she got stomped out, but I mean, look, being nasty ain't for everybody. That poor girl, but yeah, they literally call her.
Wait. She was about. What do you think about? You get head to 2 guys at one time. What do you call that?
Bro,
That man.
literally they were in the car and the girl got pulled out of the front seat while her head was in Buddy's lap. And then my homegirl started giving her the Mike Tyson punches. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, so were there dicks in her mouth at the time?
No. Like literally, we pulled up and we saw her walk. No, listen, we pulled up to the house. No, listen. We pulled up to the house and she was walking out with the two dudes and they got in the car and we could see how they were in the car, how she was positioned. And before she was able to do anything, that's when she got pulled out the car and got stomped out.
Beef?
Yeah, and they call her, I think they still call her roast beef.
Man.
I just never understood how it got like that. Like I was like, was that something like having a lot of sex?
I don't know. I don't have these.
No, you're like born like that. It can happen from like having kids and shit like that too. But like, no. I feel like having kids makes your shit like it's like the ultimate gift back.
I don't know because I don't have a vagina, so I don't know about any of this.
Do you hear those when you give birth? Sometimes you rip and then they just stitch you up.
Okay, that's been the show. Thanks, guys.
I don't know what I would have done if I had to get stitches. I do not care.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't eaten a whole lot today, and I'd still like to eat dinner. I don't want to hear about ripped vaginas right now. Ladies, I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna go ahead and close the stream now. This is the Memechel Jackson show, and sometimes it's lit like this, and it usually happens in the last couple of minutes. They're talking about ripped and stretched vaginas. I'm trying to eat, but now I have a stomach ache. It's a whole thing. We're going to get up out of here. Ladies, we'll continue our conversation on Tuesday. I would like for you both to go wash your mouths out with soap now. Disgusting.
Oh my God.
All right, y'all. Look, I'm going to close this out, man, because I'm trying to go. But I appreciate y'all. Ladies, enjoy your night. I will see you back on Tuesday, all right?
You too. Bye.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. It's the Memechel Jackson Show, man. We're live on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Do all the things. Follow us on IG, Facebook. Everything is under the name Memechel Jackson. If you're looking to be on the show, you need to email memecheljacksonshow.management@gmail.com. All right. That's how you get on. Check in with Steph, and then we'll try to add you to the schedule. Peace out.